What's going on, YouTube, fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. It's free. It helps get the video out there. Definitely watch this video to the end so you can hear the full story and all the details in the case. For my day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. With that being said, let's get right into the story. For every grown person in the world, we all have to figure out a way every day to make some money to survive. Even if you don't have kids and it's only you still have to eat, have shelter, and clothes. For most, they go the traditional route by going to get a job. It's nothing like that guaranteed paycheck every week or every 2 weeks. No looking over your shoulder, making an honest living. But for others, they gotta have a side hustle, a way to make some extra money or fast money. Of course, nowadays, you have a lot of ways to do that. Whether you do DoorDash on the side, drive for Uber, but the quickest way to some is the streets. Whether robbing, scamming, or trapping. They feel like it's easy money. Why wait on a paycheck when I can make that today, right? By getting a pack or upping a gun. But it's definitely consequences to those decisions. Pros and cons. The pros, you might make a lot of money fast, have a little run, and think you got the game figured out. The cons, you always got to be on point. Watch your back. Understand, if you are trapping, you are an easy target. For people who are on the other end, robbing or looking for a quick lick. They would rather wait for you to go get it and come and take it before they go out there themselves. It's really just the food chain of the streets. And when most jump out there, they already know that. But it gets tricky though, when you start rubbing shoulders, shaking hands, and building relationships, even with so-called clientele. It's no love in the streets and no honor amongst thieves. And one slip up can be fatal. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to Memphis, Tennessee to discuss the case of a couple's plan to rob the plug that backfired in a crazy way. Back in 2015, a young couple were trying hard to navigate life in Memphis. They were at the time 26-year-old Robert Belt and 25-year-old Jocelyn Williams. The two had only been together for a few months, but they locked in fast. Their relationship seemed strong, so much so that when Jocelyn went to her sister and asked could her and Robert move in with her and her fiance in their apartment, she agreed, as long as they helped out with bills. Robert was stated to be kind of quiet, the laid back type. He didn't say much. On the other hand, Jocelyn was outgoing, bubbly, with a big personality who had a lot of associates and friends. Even though her sister and fiance didn't know Robert like that, they showed him love off the strength of Jocelyn. Besides, he was bringing money in the house and adding to the pot. But Robert didn't have a job. Him and Jocelyn would go out to figure out ways to make money. And most of the time, that involved hitting the streets of Memphis, trying to make something shake. Just like most young people, they also like to have fun. And to do that, they often would kick back, have a few drinks, or link up with Jocelyn's friends to smoke. On a spring day, April 2015, the couple were looking for something to get into and trying to find some grass when Jocelyn decided to call her homegirl, Shantavia Luden. Shantavia was just about to go out as it was her birthday. She told Jocelyn she was going to see an old friend, at the time 32-year-old Delvin Brown, who was the plug on the grass. She told them she was going over Delvin's house to smoke and drink. Jocelyn told her, "Me and my boyfriend are trying to smoke. You think your friend will sell us some grass?" Shantavia stated yes, definitely. "If y'all come pick me up, we can just pull up over there together." The couple did. After picking up the young lady, they all headed to Delvin's house, located in the 5300 block of Avenue Road. The house was packed with a few of his co-workers who had just copped from him, and they were sitting around just matching when Jocelyn, Robert, and Shantavia walked in. Delvin greeted them, and his co-workers soon left. Robert bought some grass from the man and another smoke session soon started. As Delvin and Shantavia were talking, Robert sat calmly, just peeping the scene. Delvin had a nice setup with TVs, electronics, but more importantly to Robert, money and grass. As the night turned into the AM around 2 in the morning, Robert and Jocelyn told Shantavia they were about to roll out. But when they got up, Robert grabbed a Grey Goose bottle off the table and smacked Delvin with it. Dazed and confused, he tried to fight back when Jocelyn started punching the man. Robert then told her give him a screwdriver as he poked Delvin up with it. Delvin attempted to make it to the room to grab his gun, but Robert saw a hammer on the table. He grabbed it and smacked Delvin with it. As he fell lifeless, he told Jocelyn start grabbing stuff as he started looking for the money and stash. Shantavia looked scared and stunned, not knowing the couple would attack Delvin. As the couple loaded up items, she asked could they take her home, in which Robert said, "No, you going with us. You better not run your mouth either. I know where your sister lives. I will knock her off too." As the trio fled, the sun rose on Memphis. As days went by, no one heard from Delvin. His brother called him multiple times before growing concerned. He then reached out to the landlord to do a welfare check on his brother. As Delvin's landlord opened the door, his brother found the shocking scene. Delvin was laying in a pool of blood, already gone. He ran out the house and called police. When they responded to the home, they found the crime scene that told a tale of a struggle, and Delvin's brother pointed to the fact his brother's items were missing, and he had guns in the house to protect himself. They were also gone. Now police knew they had a robbery, homicide on their hands. They had to find out who Delvin was with last. As the tragic news of his passing made its way to friends, one of his co-workers who was at his house just days before came forward and told police about a man and 2 women that came over after them. Not too long after that, police got a call from Shantavia with a guilty conscience. She came forward to talk to police. She stated on her birthday, instead of spending time with her husband, she chose to go with some friends to Delvin's house, in which she explained to police Delvin was like her situationship, someone she used to be with, but she still would see on the side for benefits. She told them Jocelyn and her boyfriend were in the house with her, but she didn't know the man's name. She claimed all was good until he upped and started beating Delvin. She stated after the attack, she was in shock. She wanted them to take her home, but Jocelyn's boyfriend said no. He threatened her and made her stay the night with them at a hotel room. She stated the man gave her $500 and told her to keep her mouth shut. When asked did she know the motive, she stated no. While searching for Jocelyn, police would get another tip when her sister called them, claiming her sister's boyfriend came to the house with a PlayStation 3, Samsung tablet, a bunch of other items, and asked her fiance to help him sell 2 guns. Police responded to the address she provided and recognized the items, since Delvin's brother told them exactly how they looked, with distinctive markings and colors on them. They asked her sister where Jocelyn and Robert were at, but neither one was at the house. It wouldn't take long for Jocelyn to be located though. As she went to the police station and was questioned, surprisingly, she didn't hesitate and started talking. She stated the day of the robbery, her and her boyfriend Robert were riding around with a friend of hers, Shantavia. She claimed they all decided they needed to hit a quick lick, and Shantavia called her friend Delvin. Jocelyn claimed she didn't think the man would get hurt though, and they only wanted the money. She stated she thought she was pregnant and didn't want to go to jail. When police confirmed to her Delvin had passed away though, she didn't seem fazed about the situation. They asked did she attack the man with her boyfriend. She stated just one punch before she was ordered to start grabbing things. With her story contradicting Shantavia's, police didn't know who to believe. They didn't know if Shantavia was a part of the plan and set Delvin up, so she was also charged with facilitation to commit a hit, as Jocelyn was charged with first-degree hit, assault, and robbery from her confession. Not long after, Robert was picked up. Once he realized everybody was pointing to him as the aggressor, he painted a different picture. He claimed it wasn't a robbery plot. He stated his girlfriend called Shantavia and they decided to hang out with the young lady on her birthday, in which they went to Delvin's house. He stated as they smoked and drank, Delvin and Shantavia started going back and forth. He claimed Delvin told her, "I will grab my gun and pop you and your friends." He claimed he felt threatened and reacted to protect Jocelyn and the other young lady. He admitted he hit Delvin with the bottle. When asked about the cut wounds and trauma to his head, he claimed he simply was trying to neutralize the threat. But police had a trump card. They asked, why did someone attempt to clean up blood? And according to Jocelyn's sister, Robert came back with all the stolen items and 2 guns, in which he enlisted the help of her fiance to try to sell. But Robert at first never admitted to the robbery being planned. With that, he was charged with the same thing as Jocelyn. Shantavia's charges would be negotiated by prosecutors, as they needed her to be a key witness, since she was the only one who knew both parties and didn't participate in the attack. As the case made its way to trial, she took the stand. She admitted she was dead wrong for going to spend her birthday with Delvin instead of her husband, and now she was pregnant and wanted to move forward with her life. She stated she didn't set up the man though. She simply thought she was helping him make some money by bringing Jocelyn and Robert to shop with him. She claimed once the attack started, she was scared, and after, she was in fear for her life. But she pointed to the fact she did the right thing and called police anyway. Jocelyn took the stand in her own defense. So did Robert. Their argument was they was trying to prove the statements they made that night was under distress. Jocelyn claimed she was high, and Robert claimed he didn't say some of the things detective stated he said, as they also took the stand to testify. But the nail in the coffin was Jocelyn's sister and brother-in-law, who both took the stand. They spoke on the items at the house after the robbery and the couple's actions and how it seemed they were moving nervously. With all the evidence against them and all the people testifying, the couple were both found guilty on all charges, and both were sentenced to life plus 15 to 25 years in prison. It's believed for her cooperation, Shantavia was able to walk free. Both Jocelyn and Robert appealed their convictions, but as of now, both are still serving their time in a Tennessee prison. Rest in peace to Delvin. I send my prayers and condolences to his family. He was just trying to make a fast dollar, but unfortunately, it cost him his life by trusting and letting around people in his house. It was later determined the couple did in fact plan to hit a lick that day. Jocelyn's sister told the courts she told her after that it went bad. It's not clear if Shantavia was really green to the couple's plan and got caught in the middle, or if she did set Delvin up. Only she knows that, and if she did, she has to live with that. But for Jocelyn and Robert, life plus for some grass, a few $1,000s, and a few electronics, this is one of them situations and stories. I know if we could talk to them now, they both sitting in the cell slapping themselves. Even if they wanted to rob Delvin, to take his life was crazy, especially the way they did it and to think they would get away with it. But I want to know y'all thoughts on the situation. Leave it in the comments. And remember, we gotta succeed not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Yeah, man, this is a super crazy one. Rest in peace, that man. I definitely send my prayers to his family. But I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. Y'all definitely let me know what y'all think about the situation in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. This is another episode of Hood Tales. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.